how's it going, YouTube? You guys came back. I absolutely love every single one of you guys. So I'm Landon Do Not Sing, and I'm going to be your host for today's video. Before we jump into the scariest list, I want to remind you guys that we have an awesome Urban Legends playlist that you guys have to go check out. You guys can click right over here and get caught up with all of our Urban Legends videos from around the world. And also in the comment section below, make sure you guys let us know what Urban Legend videos we should do next. When I did the research for this video, I found a ton of scary and unsettling urban legends, so I would recommend you don't watch this at nighttime, or at least turn on the lights, because I don't know about you guys, me doing the research for this video freaked me out. So you know what, let's dive right into this list. This is the top 10 scary Nigerian urban legends. Okay, first up we have Madame Koi Koi in at number 10. This is a legend about a dead teacher who haunts high school students, and this ghost has been around for a very long time. No one knows when this story originated, but the story about a deranged dead high school teacher in red high heels still haunts the dreams of high school kids even to this day. The legend of Madame Koi Koi goes something like this. There used to be a very beautiful teacher who was known for her striking looks and red high heels. So even though she was beautiful, she had a reputation of being nasty to her students. She would beat them for no reason at all, so she was hated around the school. According to this legend, she was fired because she slapped a female student and severely injured her ear. So on her way home, Madame Koi Koi, well, she was actually hit by a car and she died the same day. But before she died, she promised that she would have her revenge on the school and on all the rotten students. Soon after, the students said that they could still hear her footsteps around the school, and at night, they said that they can hear her whispering evil things to them while they sleep. I wonder what she's whispering to them. And just like that, next up at number 9, we have night whistling. Some Nigerians believe that if you whistle at night, you are inviting evil spirits to come knocking on your door and create mayhem. There are a ton of stories where people have whistled at night, and as a consequence, they had snakes come into their homes, cult members tried to break into the house, evil spirits break objects, or they even find themselves in unfamiliar places. I don't know about you guys, but something about this legend makes me wonder if parents made this up so their kids are quiet at nighttime. But if I live in Nigeria, I don't think I would test my luck, because you never know what would happen. According to one version of this urban legend, a young girl whistled at night, and out of nowhere she was surrounded by pythons, demons, evil apparitions, and dead corpse. I mean, wow, talk about having an extremely bad night. Up next, number 8, we're talking about fish. Yes, fish. There is a river in Kogi State which is believed to be heavily cursed. If you catch a fish from this cursed river, the fish will always be raw no matter how long you try and cook it for. This is a challenge I would accept because I don't believe it. Also, if you get injured by the bone of any fish in this river, that injury will never heal. And I'm not sure how you would get injured by the bone of a fish in the river, but I'm just gonna roll with this one. And if people know that this river is cursed, why would you even go fishing or swimming there? I mean, save your time and energy and go fishing somewhere else, unless you're like me and up for a good challenge, and you don't believe in this at all. Pregnant women are at number 7 on this list. Nigeria is a country that is full of strange urban legends, and there is one legend about pregnant women that is both terrifying and crazy at the same time. So according to this legend, a pregnant woman must never walk around at certain times during the day because an evil spirit will enter her body and replace her actual child. Also, if pregnant women in Nigeria eat snails, the child will be sluggish and have a mouth that constantly drools. There's even an urban legend that says pregnant woman should never let anyone cross over her legs, or else she will give birth to a child with one leg or hand. Okay, seriously, what is going on here? There are way too many crazy urban legends about pregnant women. We could probably do a top 10 list, Nigerian pregnant women urban legends. That will freak you out. But we're not going to. So let's move on. Dog surprisingly makes its way onto this list at number 6. Okay, so you know how sometimes dogs randomly bark for no apparent reason? Well, they probably have their reason, but we don't know why. And have you ever noticed that sometimes dogs will look like they're about to attack something that isn't even there. When they get into that stance and that stare off, it freaks me out. Well, a lot of people in Nigeria believe that this is because dogs have the ability to see supernatural beings or ghosts, so when they are barking like crazy, it is said that they are trying to warn you that there is an evil spirit nearby. Some people also believe that if you take a little bit of liquid from around their eyes and rub it onto yours, you will temporarily have the ability to see spirits as well. Okay, first of all, who in their right minds would want to see an evil spirit that are after your soul? And secondly, why would you rub your dog's grossy goo eyes on your eyes? I mean, this is not a thing. You're gonna get an infection. You're gonna get pink eye or something. This just seems like a really bad idea and really gross. I do believe dogs can see ghosts, but I don't want to see ghosts. So this is something I'm never going to do. Nigeria's Zuma rock comes into this list at number 5. The Zuma rock is about 725 meters high, and visitors from around the world come to this rock because it is surrounded by a ton of myths and legends. If you look closely on one side of the rock, you will see that there's a small portion of the stone that resembles a face. The natives believe that the face represents a higher power that protects the community. Some even say that it is a gateway to the afterlife, and when someone dies, their spirit goes into the rock. If this is true, this rock must have had millions of spirits, and not all of them are good spirits. Visitors even say that when they visit the Zuma rock, they feel a silent, cold presence that makes them feel uneasy. This rock looks nice and all, but I wouldn't want to visit something that claims to have a bunch of dead spirits trapped inside of the rock. And I for sure wouldn't bring my dog to this rock because it's going to be barking like crazy. Okay, mermaids swim onto this list at number 4. Over here in the Western world, we consider mermaids to be beautiful mythological creatures who don't really cause any harm. Right? Well, over in Nigeria, they're referred to as a mammy water, and people are really afraid of them, which is so bizarre to me. So they probably don't grow up watching The Little Mermaid, because that's probably a horror film. Well, that's because an urban legend makes people believe that they are deceptive creatures who will stop at nothing to kill you. They believe that a mammy water is an evil marine creature who lives in large bodies of water, and in order to keep them happy, people will throw severed goat heads into the water so that the mammy water is satisfied and doesn't crave any human blood. However, if the mammy water isn't happy, they are said to lure humans into the water where they will eat them alive. Well then, I don't think I'm going to be swimming in any large bodies of water in Nigeria from now on, because I'm kind of freaked out on mermaids now. Bush baby cries itself into number 3. Lock your doors and windows because this urban legend is actually terrifying. The bush baby is an evil and conniving spirit who mimics a baby crying in the bushes. This is weird. It is believed that this baby was abandoned by its mother in the middle of the forest and was left there to die. So now the soul of the baby cries every night looking for its mother. This seems pretty sad, but don't be fooled. This isn't a nice baby. At night, the bush baby will cry so that he can lure innocent people towards him. This urban legend says that if you look at the baby, you will instantly die. So I guess the moral of the story is don't be a good Samaritan if you hear a baby crying in the bushes, because if you go and investigate it, that might be the last decision that you've ever made. The dead makes its way onto this list at number 2. Unlike typical ghosts, in Nigeria, the dead do not haunt people or living things. Instead, it is believed that ghosts and spirits pretend to start a new life in villages far away from their place of birth, where they will trick people into believing that they are alive. There are countless stories about people believing that they have met someone new, but they have no idea that they're falling in love with a dead person until it's too late. So basically, this urban legend is the creepiest and most morbid legend I've ever heard of. I'm definitely getting the Sixth Sense vibe here, so let's move on to this next urban legend, and hopefully it isn't as dark as this one. So I think we've done it again. We've saved the best for last. So in at number 1, we have the Bunk Shaker. Okay, so for those of you guys who have bunk beds, I would consider getting rid of it after you hear this urban legend. In Nigeria, there is a common story about a ghost that terrorizes students in boarding schools who sleep on the top bunk. Normally people fight over the top bunk, but in Nigeria, they're literally fighting for their lives to stay on the bottom bunk. And this is because there's an urban legend about a demonic creature who likes to shake the bunk bed. He starts off gently at first, but eventually he gets really aggressive, and it causes the person to come down from their bed to see what is happening. But that is one of the biggest mistakes you can do, and that's because the demon wants you to get down from the bed so he can pierce you with his long dirty fingernails and drag you under the bed where you're never going to be seen or heard from again. I don't know about you guys, but if I ever need to sleep on a bunk, I'm calling dibs on the bottom bunk, or better yet, I'm sleeping on the floor. But then again, I mean, this creature drags you under the bed. You on the bottom bunk are just above that creature. So I think I'm just not sleeping ever again, because I don't know where to sleep. Well, there you guys have it. Hopefully you're not too freaked out, and if you are, I'm sorry. Thanks for watching this video, guys. It was a whole lot of fun. I'll see you guys all in the next video.